Welcome to RPG Community College. Today I want to take a quick look at Solasts, Crown of the Magister. This is a CRPG from Tactical Adventures Studio. They're a small indie dev team that are taking advantage of the D&D 5th edition open game license to bring us a new RPG set in a unique world, with an emphasis on taking advantage of the three-dimensional space that previous entries in the genre have yet to capitalize on. And you can play this game right now for free. They have a demo of an alpha version of the game that is free for everyone on Steam. I would highly recommend you check it out for yourself. I had quite a bit of fun playing through the demo, and I actually died in my first run through it, which is something I really liked about the game actually. I could tell a lot of attention was put into making the counters a little tough. The enemies that I fought had a strategy to them that they were using to put me into an early grave. In one section, you had to run away from a huge group of spiders, and I foolishly stopped to kill a few. The spiders quickly moved ahead of my party, blocking their escape and whittling them down as I tried to run away from my bad decisions. And the orcs that I fought didn't just rush the first person they saw. They stopped to chuck axes from afar before trying to run up on them. One of them also chose to run past my fighter to pick on the squishy rogue in the back that was causing them all sorts of problems. The AI just felt a little smarter. The game does not seem to have as much character customization as other similar titles, however. With only 4 classes to choose from, you have the standard wizard, rogue, fighter, cleric. Each class has 3 different archetypes though, so there's some variation. You can flesh them out further with backstories and race selection, with everyone besides humans also having different racial variations. You also seem to have a lot of skills to invest into outside of combat abilities, so it's not completely devoid of customization, and the classes you can choose from are at least fleshed out and interesting. And so are the areas that you're going to explore in the demo. Exploring the dungeon you're in and interacting with the environment was very satisfying. There was a little puzzle solving, and use of conveniently placed blocks to damage enemies before combat, and the multiple layered environments really made it feel like you're delving into a dungeon. Working your way to a chest you see in the distance is made a little bit more difficult with the small ledge maze that you gotta work your way through, and even your enemies are gonna make use of the environment to their advantage. Like some of the spiders in the demo like to stay on the walls to avoid your melee characters and use their ranged attacks. Something that was frustrating though was the camera. Like in combat it was fine, but when exploring, your camera was locked to your selected character's position, so you couldn't freely move the camera around, making exploring these areas feel a little clunky. The game also makes stuff in the way of your camera invisible, but this needs a little bit of tweaking. Because like misclicking on terrain above or below you is pretty easy to do, making exploring just feel a little more frustrating. And there's no option to speed up your movement like in other similar games, really adding to the tedium of moving around. The areas to explore are very interesting though, and I want to explore them, but with how the camera currently works, it really takes away some of the fun from one of the game's more unique aspects. But this is only a demo from an alpha version of the game, so to think that all these things are going to be functioning perfectly is, well, just unrealistic. Another thing that I did like was that I needed very little explanation to actually get into the game and start playing. If you have played any other CRPGs before, you're gonna feel right at home with this game. The abilities were clearly explained, and even when I had the opportunity to take actions outside of my turn, a window would pop up and just ask me whether or not I wanted to take them. So even with a mediocre understanding of D&D 5th edition, I was able to hop in and just go. And I never felt lost or really overwhelmed by anything. And when I ended up losing, I didn't feel like it was from my lack of knowledge of the game mechanics, but it was just from my own bad decisions. All in all, I think this is shaping up to be a solid game. And if you have made it this far into the video, do yourself a favor and just go play the demo. I had a lot of fun with it. If you like the game, you can check out their Kickstarter as well. $25 is all it takes to get you a copy of the game. This game has an estimated release date of January 2021. And I will be keeping my eye on it. But that's going to be all for this video. If you're new to the channel, enrollment is free around here. All you gotta do is like and subscribe. But thank you for watching. I wish you the best of luck in all of your endeavors, and I hope to see you again soon.